Hi everyone, welcome to Financial Literacy with Kensat, where we talk about personal finance and share tips on becoming financially secured, financially independent, and having financial peace. In today's video, we're going to talk about delayed gratification. And the story that actually inspired this was a story I received from WhatsApp some years back. And in that story, I'm going to copy the story in the description below, but I'm going to quickly give a quick summary of it. In that story, it's a real life story. It's a group of teachers. They were offered 4 years loan to purchase a brand new car, and one of them took half of the loan and purchased a fairly used car. So he hired a driver. The driver will drop him in school in the morning, and then the driver will go work with the vehicle as a taxi, and in the afternoon or evening, we'll come back and pick him up from school. With doing that business as like a side hustle, he was able to pay off the loan in 1 year. And after paying off the loan, he continued with the business and started purchasing more vehicles, which he used for the business. And then by the end of the 4 years, when the other teachers were paying off their loan, he had purchased 6 different vehicles that he used for his business, and now he purchased the exact type of vehicle, brand new, cash, without taking any loan. So we can see here that this is real financial wisdom. And so I just summarized the story. In the description below, you will see a full story of it. So I encourage you to read it. But I wanted to quickly talk about some of the lessons that we can learn from this story. The first one is avoiding of debt or loan, or in some situation where it cannot be avoided, you want to reduce it to what you need and not what you want or what you qualify for. So for instance, maybe in terms of mortgage loan, and sometimes you may need to take a loan. So you want to avoid debts, credit card debts, any type of loan, or in a situation whereby you cannot avoid it, reduce it, or take only what you need. And you can see in this story, they were all offered a certain amount, but this man only took half of it, which will be sufficient for him to purchase a fairly used car. So I want to also encourage our students out there, like student loan should be your last option. As much as possible, avoid it, explore other options. And if at all you have to take the student loan, take only what you need, not what you're offered or what you're qualified for. And I said this because sometimes back, I was watching this Dave Ramsey show, and there was this guy who had accumulated $250,000 in student loan to get a degree in education. And he already graduated, is working and getting a gross income of $53,000. So I'm like, how did he manage to accumulate $250,000 in student loan? So apparently he was offered more than what he needed, and he accepted it. So he signed the paper, even though he didn't need as much to get a degree in education. So it is important that as students, as much as possible, explore other options like scholarships. If you can pay out of pocket, any amount that you're able to pay out of pocket, explore it. And if you feel like you have to take loan, take only what you need, not what you're offered. So for instance, maybe your tuition for a semester is $10,000 and you are able to pay $500 out of pocket and you couldn't find any other scholarship, pay that $500 out of pocket, then that is when you will not take the $9,500 loan. So if they offer you, oh, you qualify for $30,000 or more, you have to learn to say, no, I only need $9,500. So that's what you should do. So as much as possible, avoid it. If you cannot avoid it, take only what you need, not what you want or not what you are offered. The second lesson here is about paying off debt as soon as possible. So we can see in this case that this man, initially he took half of the loan that was offered, but he should also have 4 years to pay it off. Like, because he took half, he could have smaller payments to be paying over the 4 years, but he did not wait for the 4 years. He paid it off in 1 year, which means he paid it off as soon as he was able. So I want to encourage you, if you're already in any kind of debt, credit card debt, student loan, any kind of debt, try your best to pay it off as soon as possible. And when you pay it off as soon as possible, you're going to save a lot in interest. Like you're going to save a lot because all this money, they are not free. You're paying interest on it. So the faster you pay it, the more money you're going to save and keep to yourself in interest. That is the money that the extra money that you would have given to the bank or the whatever loan company. You can keep it to the money that you would have given to them as interest, you can keep it to yourself. So I want to encourage you to pay off your debt, your loan, as soon as you are able. Don't pay the minimum payments or the required payment. Pay as much as you are able to pay, more than the minimum payments, not less than the minimum payments. And then the other lesson I want to talk about is delayed gratification. So here we can see that this man, after 4 years, he actually purchased that brand new vehicle, which means he loved the new vehicle. He wanted it, but at that moment, when they were offering him that loan, he denied himself. He said, no, I wanted this vehicle, but not right now. And we can see the effect of what the decision he made. At the end of the 4 years, when the other teachers were paying off their loan, he already has 6 fairly used cars that he was using for his business, side business, apart from his teaching job. And he also had the exact same brand new car, but now the other teacher's car is 4 years older. His is 4 years newer. So I want to encourage us. I know there is absolutely nothing wrong in wanting something, wanting a particular car or the like, but if your purse cannot accommodate it, be willing to make some sacrifice to wait, and then make some sacrifice today so that tomorrow will be a better one. So of course, there are many other lessons we can learn from this story, but because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm going to stop here. But I do want to encourage you to read this story and feel free to comment below what other lessons that you have learned from this story. And do not hesitate to reach out to us at financialliteracy@gmail.com for your financial coaching need, or if you need any support as you are on your journey to becoming financially independent. So I'm going to stop right here. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you and have a great day.